TMNT time! Hello, welcome to another collection video. I teased it a couple of weeks ago that I would finally show you the collection. Not the other collection, I've shown you everything before already. You know about the Fig Mouse, you know about all the other stuff. But now it's something near and dear to me, the TMNT. Why do I say that? Because it was the first thing I remember in my entire life. Like a little 3-4-year-old wee guy, just this big or whatever. I don't know. That was pretty big. Anyway, it's been on the top of my list for so long. It has the huge nostalgia boost. I just look at some figures and I remember the good times, the easier times. And I still do own some of these figures that have like 30 years or whatever. But why am I only doing this now? When I teased it before, when I've shown you bits and pieces of it, because the collection is in constant flux. There's like always like new areas I'm doing, like this over here. This is still pretty new. And I'm gonna put like a shelf over the other wall, the one you can't see right now, like exactly behind the camera. So I was always like, I want it to be perfect. But what's perfection? Especially I figured with all the stuff that's coming out this year, because this is the year of TMNT. With the Super 7 stuff, which obviously I got on pre-order, those on the way, I'm so excited. And the NECA stuff, like, oh my god, I already got the SCCC coming out of their shells, turtles, and like all the other things that are out in America right now, so I have to wait till they hit Europe. But I have faith, I hope. But yeah, with all that jazz happening, all that stuff coming out, I told myself, you know, you're gonna be moving around stuff all the time. So, I mean, actually, like, I recorded the entire collection like a couple of days ago, and I already moved something. If you can spot the difference over here, I already moved something there. So, enjoy the TMNT collection 2020 edition. I'm probably gonna do another video like this. So, for now, it's TMNT time again. I'm actually gonna start it off in this corner in the shelves. There's nothing TMNT related, but here in the corner you got TMNT Hello Kitty ones, all the different turtles, all 4 of them, and one's in the box over there. I got the 2012 turtles. I just wanted to have those in the box because I had the opportunity to buy them when they're out, and they're just for this display. I'm not really wanting to keep stuff in the box, but that's one incident where I thought it would be a good idea. Now let's get to the good stuff, the glass cabinet, and we're gonna have the ring light in the bag at all times a little bit because that's my best form of lighting this, and you don't want to look at some dark stuff. So at the bottom over here, this is still a little bit shaky, still haven't attached it. You got like mini figures, which were released in Japan. Those were like little capsule stuff, and then you have from the Toy Factory, I think it was called, Raphael size. This is all nice porcelain. You can take the size out. This is real metal and stuff. As you can tell, and there's some cloth for the bandages and whatnot. And then you have like the logo, Raphael side limited edition, probably from the it's just called the Factory. There you go. And the number 300 or something. There's the Turtle in Time arcade turtles. You got Slash, and you got the ones on the boards. I love the boards. The problem is they just don't stay. You can tell they are not positioned right because as nice and tight as the ball joint holding the boards is, it's just kind of like they keep falling over and whatnot. Speaking of falling over, why, Raph? You're not ready for your big reveal, but there's a NECA cartoon turtles. This is like version 2. This is like the second one they released, and here's like a random small Mikey I had since I was a kid. And then you got Ghostbusters in the back because that's all 80s stuff that I like. And over here, like in the back, you got Raph, Talking Raph from the movie version. We got a TMNT Game Boy. This is custom work. This is not like something you could get. And here is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo limited edition collector's bust from AC Farley. This one is quite limited from what I can tell. I picked this up randomly. Somebody on eBay was selling it. See if I can show you. Here's the bust. I don't want to assemble it. I just keep it in there. It's not the bronze one, which is ultra rare, but yeah, this one's already pretty rare. It says 1 of 500, but from what I can tell, all of them said it, and it also has signature on the top, which I'm guessing that was from when Mirage was selling their stock. I saw that online. And then you have a pack of Moses in the back, and you got a random Mystic April, which I got 2 of them because I bought 2 of them and I kind of forgot it. Just gonna leave that in the box. Speaking of box stuff, yeah, I'm in a completely different room now because I almost forgot about these guys. But I don't really have a spot where I want to put them yet. I'm still looking at that. You have like still in box the Toon Turtles. I don't know, again, it's just like the boxes are still in decent shape, I guess. They have the thing on there, so that's kind of like, I don't know, I've been keeping them in the box for years now. Maybe at some point I say, no, I want to display them. But those are pretty cool. Only time they released actually Irma, Vern, and Burn as figures. Now back to the original spot, back to my hallway. I don't know about the audio, I might dub this over, so if it sounds weird, well, if I dub this over you're not even hearing this, but here's all the good stuff. Here's all the collected turtles. It's always like 4 turtles, except for the spot up here, which I just moved my ladder in to give you a look at the April, Casey, and Splinter corner, I guess. I have all the different Splinters on this side and a bunch of different Aprils on this side. In the back you have the mutation, then there's the, well, this one transforms, it's a mutation. This one is from the next mutation, this one's from the 2000 something movie. Wacky Action Splinter, Hamato Yoshi from the 2003 series, and the NECA movie Splinter. And then I kind of lost track of all the different ones over here. I think those are 2 movie Splinters. I don't know. One is this is definitely, I think this is a movie, I don't know what this is anymore. Got the one in the outfit, the weird outfit. You got the 2003 Splinter, the Fast Forward Future Splinter, the Fat Hamster Splinter. This like a mini, I don't know which line this was anymore. Do you have something? The Loyal Subjects, there you go. Loyal Subject Splinter. Good stuff. And then you got the, I think that was Shogun Splinter. Has like all the nice real cloth. By the way, I mean, all the small ones are like vintage. And this one's also vintage, and this one's vintage, and I mean, you figure it out. I just, like I'm saying, if I really mention all the little detail and years, I don't even know the years when they came out anyway. So this is like the 2000 something movie, the TMNT computer animated movie. You got the Cat April, you got the Shogun April, movie free April. And then there's like the Ninja Newscaster in the back, and this one is the Cave Turtle April, which is the exact same sculpt, just different paint deco. And then you got the Dimension X 2012 Turtles. You got the Casey Jones and the repainted April from 2012. This is a mix and matched Casey, by the way. Where's a regular Casey somewhere else? Then we got the 2003 Turtle, 2003 April and Casey, and the Hooker April, which everybody calls her, the weird one. And this one is another version of April and another version of April from the vintage line. They had like a couple, like 4 or 5, I don't even know. And the 2003 Not My April. And here's the best thing that came out of Fast Forward, the Dark Turtles, which I loved. They're just big and bulky. I'm so happy I got the full set of them. They were kind of hard to find. I don't know if they're so, well, I guess stuff is getting harder to find these days. Because I started this collection a long time ago. But anyway, I just already talked about that. You got the Extreme Sports Turtles from 2003. And you just got Firefighter Dawn, which is just like single over here. And then you got some more sports turtles. This is like, some of those are Olympic turtles on the other side. They had a couple of lines of sports turtles, so I'm not really sure. Those are all vintage, obviously. I mean, you can always tell by the look of it if they're bigger than the 2003. If they're small like that, it's vintage stuff. Here's like the Olympics Turtle Games. I guess they weren't allowed to say Olympics, so they just called it Turtle Games. Obviously, there's 4 of them. I only have 2. Or whatever, even 5 of them. Anyway, you got Combat Gear Donatello from 2003 series, a random biker Donatello with like an alien logo. I think it's amazing. Then you got Alien Hunters. Only got Dawn and Mikey of those as well. Still hard to find. So not having the complete set, unfortunately. In the back, you got all the WWE TMNT figures, which I reviewed long time ago. I still think those are awesome. It's a crossover. It's just like that was for me. Then we have 2012. There's like that was from a 2-pack where it just had like a repaint with chrome weapons, and in the back you got the tongue. stick out tongue Mikey, and the eye popping Leo. And then you got another stick out tongue Donatello. You got the Mystic Turtles, which is a really cool design. Actually, I love the facial expressions of these guys. Really vibrant, really reminds me of the wacky action turtles. And then you got the Fast Forward Turtles, which were still a pretty decent redesign. You got some more detail on the figures, and they're actually smaller than the regular release. Now this one is a random eBay pickup. Somebody took the turtles, repainted them in like a Green Lantern style. Well, Lantern style. None of them is a Green Lantern. Ironically, they are already green, but you have like Blue Lantern, Orange, red one, and the purple one. The problem with that is the paint job on these is it destroys the articulation. As soon as I try to move the arms over here around and around, it already flaked off. So they're always stuck in that pose. Well, it's more like for the swivels, breaks it up, but anyway. Still a cool thing, really love that. Also here's a random shredder hat that broke off, but not really relevant. Then you got the Star Trek Turtles with the bases. That's so cool, just all the space weapons. We've seen those, TMNT toy throwback, which I haven't done in a while, haven't I? Anyway, there's the NECA, the giant NECA Turtles. This is like a NECA shrine well, I mean, there's a lot more NECA, but these guys, dude, it's beautiful. They're so good, they're so nice looking. I hate the scale, I hate the giant stuff, but at the time they hadn't announced any small ones, and I had to get them, so I don't know, I don't want any more giant figures, but they look so good. Then you got the NECA April, and then the small movie turtles with the NECA Mirage Turtles and the baby turtles. Obviously always baby, movie, Mirage, baby, movie, Mirage. Always 3 turtles. Well, we don't know which one's the baby ones of the turtle, but anyway, I just made them with the pizza. Obviously that's Mikey, he's holding a pizza, but he's also holding a pizza, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Then, over here, you got the Playmates version from the movie Turtles. This is movie 2 version. And then there's movie 1 version. Which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they're not terrible, but you really compare this with this. That's fitting. Then you got a random Arctic Donatello, which looks like Captain Cold from DC Universe. That's why I bought him, really. Has like a penguin on his back. It's because he can spray water from his gun over there. And then we get into, what is this, the Storage Shell. Those Storage Shell Turtles from 2012. Kind of hidden over here a little bit. You got the Knights, not the Mystic Knights, just regular Knights. There was like a gold version, I think, Walmart exclusive, so I don't have those, I have the regular ones. And then over here, there's the movie 3 Turtles and the movie 1 Turtles. Or movie 2, depending on who you ask, but those guys are amazing. I love those, nice and rubbery. And then there's the next mutation. I'm still a fan of the design. Like, despite what you think of the show, it's stupid, it's silly. And then there's like a Turtle Flash Mikey, which all of the regular releases were rubbery, and this one isn't. It's just like really, really bad, kind of like, because it doesn't move. But yeah. Also, there's Venus. Hi, Venus. Everybody likes you. No problem there. Revoltech Turtles. I don't really talk a lot about these guys, and I feel like people don't talk a lot about these guys in general, and I don't know. It's a really cool version of the 2012 Turtles. It looks good. I was never a big fan of Revoltech and their joints. That's really it, what's killing them for me. And those are free printed Turtles. Got those from some friends, and much appreciated. They look cool. Maybe I call them sometimes. I should. Anyway, yeah, Revoltech Turtles, I don't know, they're great, but something's kind of off with them. Then you got the, I don't know what they were called anymore. Those are like, I want to look at the feet, but obviously it doesn't say anything. Does it give me a date? 1994 on Mirage Studios, so 1994, so you can look that up when it came out. These were like Warriors of the Forgotten Sewer or something, maybe? You got Storage Shell Turtles, giant ones, again. I bought those when they first were sold at Comic-Con. They eventually made a regular release, but yeah, I had to get them back then because like Turtle Mania was kicking off again. And then you got the movie Turtles from the computer animated movie, which is just called TMNT, which I don't remember the year of. Was it 2005, 2007, something around those lines? And here is the porcelain TMNT Mirage Turtles from Playmates, the statues. I don't know if they have like an original name, it's kind of hard to find. But yeah, as you can tell, there's only 3 of them once again because Donatello is incredibly hard to find, and if you find them, incredibly stupid prices with like 2,000, 3,000 bucks or whatever, which I'm not paying for. So then you have another Shogun Leonardo, just because I haven't doubled. He's hanging out over here, and here's the Good Smile. Good Smile had a TMNT release. I don't remember the original artwork, the original artist behind these guys. But yeah, it has a great look, it has a great style, and I like these guys. Not really popular with a lot of people, but I like them. Moving on to the next cabinet. Let me open this. Let me open the doors. Also, there's like Funko Pop up there. I don't know if I should actually mention that. I don't like Funko Pops, but it's like TMNT, so I just like fucking, yeah. Also, they fill up the room up there nicely. Just give you. I also just have the original ones, like everyone. They still did more, but I stopped caring about it because it's Funko Pop. Not my kind of business, not my cup of tea. But here is actually my cup of tea. Pizza flavored tea. That sounds disgusting. Anyway, you got the giant old school turtles on the back. Don't have any weapons, don't have any bells. Unfortunately, I picked those up at a store around here in Luxembourg. At a reasonable price, but they look kind of rough and whatnot, so. They're a little bit tucked there in the back and covered by the Mondo turtles, which, again, Mondo turtles, a lot of people are like, I love those guys. I love those guys. They have a comic book look, but also they have the different bandanas, and also they have the different color, the different skin colors, which are a lot more reminiscent of the original toys. So it's such a great mix, and I just love these guys. It's such a cool look. And I don't know why people are kind of hating on them. Just like, I guess they were expensive. That's really the main thing I can give you. Like, you line this up with like the NECA movie turtles, and the NECA movie turtles are cheaper and they're bigger and whatnot. So you can look at it either way, but I still love the Mondo ones. As I move down, they got the Mutant Hunters or Monster Hunters or Alien Hunters in the back. I don't know which one they were called anymore, but yeah, I love the mask. I love the Predator mask on Mikey. As we move over to the Mutant Military from like 2003. I say it like that because I'm not really sure. I'm always forgetting. If it's like 2000, was it 2002? I think 2003 was when it came out. Then there's like the vintage Army guys. I have some more of them, but they're scattered around on a different place. We'll see them later in the video. You got the Stealth Tech Turtles and another, this was like Kooky Cavalry, the Leonardo, which was like Mutant Military 2, I think. In the back, you got the costume turtles, which were great for Halloween, and I think that was the Halloween episode, wasn't it? They're all dressed up and different stuff. And this was like the first time we got turtles dressing up as somebody else. Those were like, I think like wave 1 or wave 2 of the vintage turtles, which I think those are just called costume turtles or whatever. And that was the first time, and they obviously just expanded with that a lot. And moving on to the Ghostbusters turtles. I think I should put the Ghostbuster turtles with the actual Ghostbuster figures. I thought about that the other day. Still have like, I'm always switching stuff around. Just really like, I'm gonna probably do another video of this next year or whatever, with stuff all over the place. And then you got the play sets. These figures are actually play sets. You can open them and have like a small Mighty Max Polly Pocket thingy going on. My arm is kind of getting stiff. I'm really holding the camera everyone on, but anyway, there's the caveman turtles, all 4 of them, just like with the dinosaurs, always having the bandanas, looking mighty cute, and I love that line. It's just so cool looking. You got the warrior. Also, there was like a warrior Leonardo in the back, and this is warrior Metalhead Michelangelo, which was like a very, very, very late line of just repainted figures. And then you got more costume. Universal Monsters. Well, Universal Monsters original over here, the original line. I don't have Universal Monsters 2, and I kind of did like a monster lineup for the 2012 line, or like Van Helsing and whatever they're supposed to be, a Mummy Leonardo. I did a TMNT Toy Throwback episode about this. It was a Halloween episode because that's fitting. Now, we got some more NECA. Those are the original NECA turtles that were released around San Diego Comic-Con. I picked them up then. I think it was also the ones they released in the 2-packs. I'm not sure anymore. But those have like a darker skin tone compared to the ones we've seen before. This is more like cartoon accurate. and the other ones were like more accurate to like a lot of the promo stuff. Then we got again the Playmates turtles, all 4 of them, which are supposed to be cartoon turtles, but obviously they're not cartoon accurate because they have all different skin colors, and you have the strap going over the shoulder of Leonardo and Donatello. Still, it's okay. It's okay, Playmates. You tried, and then you stopped, and then you have again the arcade turtles. Those were the original release. Those were the original SDCC release. And then you got the classic 2002, 2003 turtles. Again, I forget. I think it was 2003, right? Right. And I actually don't forget. Who was that? Like Jada Toys? Is that like something there? It doesn't say anything. Anyway, I think those were like Jada Toys, the mini turtles. They look nice. Again, a lot more accurate to promotional stuff. They're bright, kid-friendly, and whatnot. And then there's like the comic book turtles from NECA. Again, not NECA. I'm sorry, that was a sin. From Playmates. I say NECA because like a lot of people complain about these guys, like, well, the NECA ones are better. Of course the NECA ones are better, but I thought like this was a nice kind of idea. Again, you tried Playmates, it's alright, you gave us some different turtle molds, and that's fine. They don't look great. They have an ugly color, and they're just kind of boring. And why? Yeah, weapon's so comically huge, I never got that. Anyway. You got the disguised Leonardo, and you got the mini turtles, which we had this before. I already forgot again from what it is. It's the Loyal Subjects, idiot. Has on the feet, thank you for that. And then there's the Toon Turtles, the vintage Toon Turtles. Look great. As I move down, you got like the Cyber Samurai. Oh my god, love these guys again. That was like the perfect mix of Power Rangers and turtles back in the day. I remember like we would squish them up, like we would have the turtles fight the Power Rangers, and then the turtles would transform into Super Samurai and beat the Power Rangers' asses. I love Power Rangers, but sorry, TMNT for life. Then you got the Super Mutant, which from the Japanese show, and then also from the Japanese show, I don't remember which one they were called, but they have like the armor, super armor, whatever, mutant armor, don't remember it. You got the Jim Lee TMNT in comic book style. Again, a big fan of this bulky design. It really screams 90s comics, and it works. Don't have Leonardo because they never released Leonardo. Leonardo was in the comic book, and he had his own design. I think they actually never released the comic book. It all kind of fell apart. But anyway, you got the, what was this called? Mystic Turtles, which I actually painted. Because they were not having any paint on the feet and whatnot, and I did some. I also did some wash over it, which is... Problem with it, I did the wash over the bandages, but everything else looks kind of nice and clean, so I kind of screwed that up. But anyway, I painted the weapons, I painted the turtles, and that's how they look in my shelf. Then you got the... I think these were like Shogun Turtles, that's what they was called, from the 2012 line, and you got the Shogun Turtles from the old school line. Again, you have those in gold and silver. As you can tell, I have all of them in gold. Sorry, Donnie, but 3 out of 4 is not bad, I guess. Then we have like this mini shelf over here with the mini turtles, the mini baby turtles, and like 2 more playset turtles. In the back, they look weird. Look at that face. Look at that face, dude. Look at that face. My zoom's kind of broken on the camera, so it's problematic, but yeah, that face though. Here we got another mutating, which we will have soon, like the rest of the mutating squad. This is one I have double, again, that's why he's hanging out. And then there's like the Transformers Turtles. I'm just gonna call them Transformers Turtles because that's what it is. It's it's not auto mutation. I think it's just called mutations. But anyway, those things actually transform into turtles. This is from a different line. You had like a... This was the first line, I think. There's also Shredder, which again is sitting on another spot. And then I had like the Constructicons. Yes, I call them Constructicons. This one, the Jet. And there's like 1 or 2 more. I don't have the complete set. When I'm doing edits, it's really just to reposition because it's not the easiest thing to move down here. Then you got the Mutation Turtles from the vintage line. Those transform into that, and in front of them are the ones from 2003. So there you got that out of the way. In the front, all the way in the front, Rock and Roll Turtles. The style of these guys is just like you have like the hard rock kind of punk stuff. You have like a little bit more like hair metal, and you got like a hip hop version, and just like a biker metal version. It's just like, yeah, you have all these different styles. You have the head dropping turtles. Again, there's one spot missing because it's still I should check for Leonardo actually. I kind of forgot about that. You have the mix and match turtles. You can just take off every piece of every turtle. They all came with a metal head piece, so I just left them on there. It looks a little bit, so it makes them look a little bit different. Then you have these big auto mutation guys. They always had like the white gi on, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they did that, but you have like the entire backpack where this this weird costume flips out, the masks and whatnot. Here in the back, you have like turtles that transform into weapons, and they're not doing a good job of hiding that because they look quite ugly, but it was a cool feature, so I'm not gonna give them crap for that. You got hat dropping, Leo and Mikey, I think. Did they release all four of them? I'm not sure anymore. You got the, what was that again? Super Shredder version? Super Turtles? I don't know. I like the design, don't remember the name, 2012. Can give you the dates at least. And we got like Ninja Action Turtles in the back from 2012. There's like the prehistoric Turtlesaurs, which is not what they're called, but I'm just going to call them that right now. It's like another version of the Cave Turtles, but this time in the 2003 edition. I don't know if they were called Cave Turtles, Caveman Turtles, but whatever. There's like more Ninja Action Turtles, 2003 edition, again. There's like a Leonardo, Moon Landing Leonardo. There's all four of them, but I only got one because, again, kind of hard to find these days, and I kind of was like, they all look exactly the same, except for the bandanas and whatnot. But then again, you could say that for every turtle figure, so what am I even talking about? Then you got like the flingers, or whatever they were called. Again, only got Leo and Mikey because I love Mikey, and Leo kind of, everybody looked at that and was like, that looks like a Ghostbuster. Funny enough, we would get actual Ghostbusters a couple of years later. You got these weird, I never was a big fan of these. It's too weird. In the back, these pizza tossing, just like, god damn it, they look so busted, man. It's just, yeesh. I wasn't a big fan of the design. Space Hopping Turtles from 2003, and more of the Ninja Action Turtles, the original ones from the vintage line, which actually look a lot more like the comic book, except for the obviously the symbols. But yeah, style of them very different. And all the way down here in the pits, there's a reason why most of this is in the pits, because it's the pits. You got the mutating turtles from 2012, and just look at how stupid they look. Duh. Yeah, no, not a fan of them. And then there's like this is just repainted turtles. That's like what would he call totally turtle or something? I don't know. Just a stupid repaint, but I still got them because I'm a collector. Hello. Then you got the Dimension X turtles. Again, like I don't know, just kind of bland. I mean, they do have cool weapons, but wasn't the biggest fan of all the armor. Kind of just drape them over, but it's alright, it's alright. They're not the worst. Same thing with these robot turtles. I forgot the name of these again. Apologies, but there's like a lot of stuff with them, okay? Just like, you got like small mini turtles in there, by the way. You can open the cockpit. I could do that now with one hand, but you just gotta believe me. There you go. You have like a mini turtle in there. And that's pretty cool. Big fan of those. It's unique stuff, and all of them have their unique robot design. And yeah, I don't. This is like the 2018. I was gonna say 2008. 2018 Turtles. Rise of the TMNT. Do not like that design. I just don't like the design. I like that they give all turtle their, their own unique kind of look, but the entire thing is just like, it looks like bootleg anime. That's what it is. It tries to be anime, but it fails and it doesn't look good. So, yeah, I rather have the Super Mutant Turtles. So there you go. That's actual anime. And then you got the Michael Bay Turtles. This is like TMNT coming out of the shadows, not coming out of the shells. That's a different thing, which we'll have a look at soon, hopefully. Anyway, that's the second Michael Bay TMNT movie, which had a lot better design than the first one. At least I gotta give him that. So those guys are one of the ugliest, and then in the back you got Megan Fox and the guy from Arrow. I don't know who they are supposed to play in the movie. Also, there's like a Splinter over here. This Splinter. And then this Splinter from the first movie. And I'm getting caught up with my with everything over here. There you go. Get out of the way. This is like movie 1. Michael Bay movie 1 turtles. You got this guy's turtle, which was pretty cool, but all the other ones, those are in the back here for a reason, I said. And the reason is, those are, quite frankly, hands down, the ugliest turtle figures I have. And quite possibly the ugliest figures I have, period, in my entire collection. So there's that. Over here we got the small cabinets, but before I do, let me just step out of the light. Before I do, you have like the golden Leonardo over here, which was like the 5th anniversary Playmates. Just like it was a regular Leonardo, but they coated him in nice gold metallic. This is a Leonardo which transforms into a playset, but it also works as a figure. So that's kind of like the old ones, which we had before, you know, like these. And in a bigger version, but also 2012, it's pretty cool. Then we have the Loyal Subject. This time I remember the name, but also there it is again. This was like the stealth version. Then I had like a bunch of versions of these guys, like black and white and whatever, but I got stealth versions, so that was pretty cool. Then you got the only Universal Monsters Part 2 I got, April, but it's still in the box, and I kind of left it in the box because it's still in good condition. Here we have Ninja Newscaster April 5th Anniversary re-release. And also kept that one in the box because I have the Ninja Newscaster twice, and it's one of those original boxes where I have art that fits the character in the box and not just, you know, something that looks the same. Which we have with these turtles. Those were the, what was it, 2012 re-release, 2015 re-release. They did a re-release. My main point was like, I wanted the 4 turtles in the box, and this is not the box, this is not, you know, the old school boxes are a lot cooler, but this was available to me at the time, so I decided to get it and just have some turtles in the box. Now, moving on to this one over here. There's gonna be a lot more mixed stuff. You have the heroes, like the superhero Don, superhero Michelangelo. They got Wingnut in the back because it fits the superhero kind of theme going on over here, because we have Mikey as the Turtle Titan. From the 2003 series, you got a Beach Mikey, which was like the squish and whatnot. You know, those were, they could spit water. I mean, they can't spit water. Put water in the back there, press it, and there should be a little hole somewhere around its teeth where they spit that out. And then you got the turtle dinosaur, Turtle Titan. No, Turtle Titan was that one. Michelangelo's Triceratops. Triceratops? No, not really. But anyway, Dino Turtles. That was the name. I have one. Well, I have Dino Shredder, but that's for later. Then you got more squishy stuff. What is this? Don and Raph don't have Leo. And one of my personal favorites, the SH Figure Arts Turtles. Those are, a lot of people are split on them, because, I mean, they're not 100% cartoon accurate. They have a little bit of an anime vibe, or like, it looks more like Archie comics, or like really the big eyes and whatnot. They're not 100% cartoon accurate, I think that's like the thing, but for the rest of it, I think these guys look amazing. They have the die-cast feet and all the nice accessories. The only problem was with the belt piece in the back, which didn't have the same color as the rest. You know, you have like a belt piece which you can attach. There goes one of those. I have like another belt piece which you can attach to hold the weapon, which didn't line up with the color. And that was like a thing, which, damn dude, why? Okay, Loyal Subjects. I'm just gonna lay down. Donatello. Which version was that? That was like, I don't know, one of the many Loyal Subject versions, which I don't remember. And Mikey, dressed up as Batman. Fairly recent release. And then we got the next Mutation on skateboards. Same thing as before. The original X Mutation were like nice and rubbery, but anything else released in the line later, yeah, it was hard plastic. And these guys, I don't even remember. Those were like kits, have to build that yourself. Viacom, Bandai model kits. I really don't remember the name, True Kits or whatever. Very basic figures, not much articulation, have to build it yourself, and also you have stickers which look awful. Also, I did do some paint on the belt buckles, the shells also were completely green, did some paint on that, and what else did I paint? I don't know. Oh yeah, the arm pads, elbow pads. knee pads, all that stuff. Could have painted the wraps, but I didn't feel like it, so I just put the ugly stickers on it. As you can tell, Raph is missing, but that's all. I own Raph, but I have not. I never felt like building him. I don't know, they're so disappointing. It's just like, I should build Raph. I really should. I will someday, but not right now. Then we got a happy birthday turtle, which is Leonardo. This one is actually pretty cool. Also, he has like the happy birthday cape, or I don't think it's a cape. I think it's supposed to be in front, like a napkin. But anyway, this is like a piece from one of these. I think that belongs to him. That's a little tricycle. And you got a hat popping Raphael. I think those were from NECA. This was a birthday gift by Silva. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to people who give me Ninja Turtles. That's always welcome. Anyway, here's the Hero Cross Turtles, which I hate. I just recently just handled them. Because I still had Leo and Mike in the box. I reviewed Raph and Dawn a long time ago, but nobody cared about these reviews, so I kind of stopped doing them. And in the process, I also kind of forgot to take those guys out of the box. And yeah, they're not fun. They look okay. You know, I like the entire chibi idea, but the articulation is trashed. That's why they're all kind of, you know, notice how they're just kind of standing there, spread their legs. And the main thing was like, I couldn't really bend the elbows. Like sometimes I did it with Raph, but most of the time they would just bounce back. Regardless of that, there's the talking turtles, the old school talking turtles, which I cannot use because you need like something that you pull back to their weird backpack and they would say stuff. So never had them as a kid, just bought them for the collection, and that's about it. That's what I'm missing. The most important part for talking, then you have these weird turtles. Same thing, I'm missing Leonardo with this one, but that's how it is. So you can take this armor off or just like spread this stuff out. It's just weird. It's weird. I wanted it more for completion. Also there's Dimension X Mikey, which is pretty cool. The cool not really re-release, but kind of like a repackaging of Mikey. And this guy. This was like the kind of Rock'em Sock'em TNT figures. You got a bunch of them. I only got Mikey in his karate outfit. But yeah, that still works. And by the way, just if he's hit in the chest, his head just kind of goes up. So that's what this panel is for. And apparently it's broken now. Okay. Old figure, got that as a kid. Still like it. Mikey was my favorite. Still kind of is to this day. And then we got the Deep Diving Turtles. Was it Deep Dive? I think it was called Deep Dive. Those guys are weird. Why do you need diving turtles? They're turtles! Why do you need diving equipment? Bruh. In the back, you got the talking turtles, you got the talking Donatello, talking Leonardo, talking Michelangelo, again, missing Raph. And then you got the flingers, Michelangelo and Raph. And I got two types, the flingers that came out of the chest and the other ones where they kind of grabbed in the back. And I also got like one of each, because like whatever. I like especially Mikey because he doesn't look happy throwing around pizzas. And finally over here in this corner, you got these two guys, which I guess they change color and you put them in water or something. I don't really remember. And then there's the villains. Oh boy, this is only Foot Clan and Evil Guys and all that stuff. On top of here, you got them shredders. A whole bunch of different shredders. Starting off with the NECA Mirage Shredder with his foot soldiers. That was a 4-pack. San Diego Comic Con. And the first Gouken Shredder, I reviewed that a long time ago. Pretty good, still to this day. Arcade Shredder. He lost his hand. There was like his hand broke off. His hand broke off. Anyway, Arcade Shredder with the foot. Cartoon Shredder with the foot. His hand broke off. There you go. I wanted to buy a new one. I kind of forgot about that. Well, anyway. That was like oh yeah, he was in a 4-pack with Krang. And then you got an elite one of the foot soldier classes. They had a bunch of foot soldiers in the 2003. There's like the, I think, Elite Guard. There's the foot tech soldier, the regular foot soldier. The other foot tech soldier, or whatever he was called. I don't freaking know. And this is the 2003 Shredder. Still one of the best designs if you ask me. He's like a fire mystic. Again, the Foot Clan was really well represented in the 2003 line, just giving you another shot of all of them foot soldiers. Very different. You got the movie Foot Soldier, movie style Foot Soldier. The regular Foot Soldier, hunched over like a monkey, like I don't know. The Shredder, cartoon shredder. We have a bunch of different shredders, don't worry about it. Then there's like the transforming one, who looks kind of like a Terminator, if I can transform. As a kid, this crap was scary. I mean, look at this. You also have like panels on the side over here, which you can switch over, but don't really care about that. Just wanted to show you this scary face, which is amazing, actually. Also, he's gonna fall over. I know he's gonna fall over. Don't fall over, please. Stay there, stay there. Then you got this foot soldier, which is weird. I don't really like that one. Shredder from the 2012 line. This is Shredder version 2 and his regular foot soldier. Again, not much represented in terms of different foot. Now this is a spot I just recently reorganized. You have like Krang, the first Gouken Krang, the best Krang really. Movie Krang looks pretty nice actually. Big fan of that one. And you got an Ultron from the 2003 series, and then like a Krang, aka Ultron from the 2012 line, which was awful. Didn't even stand, it's glued to a base actually. Really wish they would have released some more Ultrons, but I did a top 10 about that. So many videos I can talk about here. But anyway, there's the NECA Bebop and Rocksteady. The best so far. Waiting for Super 7 though. And there's like the classic, the Playmates Classic Collection Bebop and Rocksteady. Absolutely, you know, was okay at the time, but now we have these, so this is just irrelevant. And here's a whole bunch of nothing. I recently reorganized this shelf because I had all of these Bebop and Rocksteadies up there. And I kind of cleaned up because I feel like we're gonna get more NECA stuff I wanna put over there. And maybe I'll still switch it around, but here you got Bebop and Rocksteady, the shelf, basically. You got a whole bunch of different Bebop and Rocksteadies. You got the movie ones in the back, the Next Mutation, no, they're not the Next Mutation, Out of the Shadows. Actually, let me take this one out of the way because you can't see. This is pretty good, probably the best part of the movie. Like, these designs were awesome. Then you got the kooky cavalry or military, mutant military Bebop and Rocksteady. This is the classic version of Bebop and Rocksteady. They kind of just took Bebop and Rocksteady from the 2012 line, gave him a repaint and just a bunch of different stuff. There's like the, I think those are the mix and match. No, wait. Where's the mix and match? Yeah, this is the mix and match. Mix and match Bebop and Rocksteady actually from the 2012 line. And then there's like, my light is hitting the top part over here. That's why it's kind of freaking out, and apologize about that. I'm trying to keep it balanced. In the back you got the mutations. Bebop and Rocksteady, they mutate from human form to this form. Here's like more loyal subjects. I want to say royal subjects. And there's like the regular 2012 Bebop and Rocksteady and Warriors of the Forgotten Sewer Bebop and Rocksteady. And more auto mutations Bebop and Rocksteady, kind of like line up with the turtles, the big turtles we had before with Big E, same thing. And this is one of my favorites. This is one of my holy grails. This is one of my most prized possessions. It is the Sideshow Shredder figure. Unfortunately, I did not get the other turtles. The Sideshow did like a whole bunch of turtles and this guy, and the turtles are still kind of something I want to, even though I don't really have room at this point. Then you got the TCI from NECA. Has like a light in there. It looks pretty cool. Nice prop. Also, there's a different Shredder hat. There's like he has the cartoon hat, and then he has a realistic hat. There was also a special edition where you could take off the mask, where you actually had just like a furred hat without the mask. That was what I'm trying to say. Which I actually ordered online, and then the guy was like, well, I don't have it's actually not that version, I don't have that anymore. I still ship you this one, yeah, right? And I was like, looking, at the time, there were still other eBay auctions which had this figure with the maskless hat. But I decided to get the other one because it was cheaper, and then this idiot was just like, yeah, I don't have that anymore, I still ship. And the other guys, of course, were then sold out, so I was just like, yeah, ship it, dumbass. Thank you, eBay. Well, I like eBay, but sometimes there's just really dipshits. Anyway, giant turtles, giant NECA figures. Yeah, I do swear a little bit in this video, but who cares? I'm just being a little bit more free with my language. Anyway, it's not for kids anyway. You got the small movie Shredder and his foot soldiers. They're like, again, a SDCC 4-pack? 3-pack? Yeah, 4-pack with Splinter. And then I bought like another foot soldier. I might buy a 4th, just, you know, this empty space over here. It's kind of bothering me. I wanted to have a little bit of an army. Don't want to go overboard, but anyway, yeah, just having a look at this guy. It actually looks amazing. But don't look too much at the face because paint job on the face is awful. But for the rest of the figure, it's amazing, just like this guy. And I move down to the Hall of Shredders. It's what this is. You have the TMNT animated movie Shredder. Is that 2007? I feel like 2007. The first Michael Bay Shredder. Awful, 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 awful. So bad. Then you have the Talking Shredder, a Golden Shredder from the 2012 line, and this was Shredder version 1 from 2012. Weird ass Japanese Shredder in the black version. There's a purple one, but it's rare and more expensive. There's like the I remember that was one of the Japanese ones. He's missing his lion head. There should be a lion head on his chest. Don't have that, unfortunately. That's Karai in snake form, regular Karai, and mini Karai. And as Shogun Shredder, which his head. Look at his head. It's so mangled and ugly. What the hell happened there? Oh, one of the worst things. Also, he has the shoulder pads from Super Shredder, I think, right? Dinosaur Shredder, Tyranno Shredder, looks amazing. Chrome Dome, one of the Mutant Shredders, and another tiny Shredder, like a cartoon Shredder, and a Mirage Shredder. Wasn't there another one that went with this one, a tiny one? No. There's another Claw Shredder. There was it, the Claw Shredder. And a little Crab Shredder or whatever. I'm sitting very uncomfortably, I have to change that. Forearm Shredder, Mutant Shredder, looks pretty dope. Actually, also there's a lot more classic design. That was one of the best parts about him. Then you got the Mix and Match Shredder from the 2012 one again. This is 2003, by the way. 2012 Super Shredder and movie Super Shredder. Shout out to Kevin Nash. That was Kevin Nash in the armor. This is the classic Shredder with a repaint. Shout out to Steve who did the repaint for me. This is the Shredder transformation mutation in the vintage line, then the 2003 line, and the Shogun Shredder, and then there's like the next mutation Shredder and the other Michael Bay movie Shredder, and this is like the mutation Shredder again, just missing an arm. This is the one I had as a kid, and then I rebought it to have it a cleaner look. Ow, 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 my legs. I sit more comfortably now. Well, a little bit, not too much. We got the Triceratons in the back. This is 2003 Triceraton and 2012 Mini Triceraton and another 2003 Triceraton. Why did I pose them like that? This is weird. But anyway, we got Mutagen Man in the 2012 line, then the the vintage line actually. 2003 didn't have one, I think. Triceraton Warrior, vintage, slash. Mix and Match slash from 2012, and then the regular release slash, which is so tiny. Then again, this one, his legs are way too long, but just the size itself was like the part which I liked about the Mix and Match. And then there's like the vintage slash, and the Loyal Subject slash, Lord Dredge, I don't really know. And then there's like one of his Insect Soldiers, which I don't know what they're called. Maybe that was the name, Insect Soldiers. They look cool, I like it, but yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. Rat King, 2003 Rat King, and 2012 Rat King, and original Rat King, of course, I still have that one, but that's not here. Leatherhead, Baxter Stockman as the Fly, Baxter Stockman as the Hat in a robot body, and vintage Baxter Stockman, and Pizza Face, I think was the name. And also there's like a Baxter Stockman in the back. From 2012. Again, this is 2012, this is 2003, and this is 2012 as well, and this is vintage, right? Just clearing that up. Then you have Tiger Claw. Tiger Claw, and then Tiger Claw has a weird outfit, I don't remember. Had a special name for that. Dog Pound. I think they took out Dog Pound because of the name, and then they changed him into Raza, which looked a lot more menacing. And there's Hun in the back, which is kind of like a Dog Pound. He kind of reminded me of that. That's about all of those guys, and then we have more mixed stuff of villains. Just let me readjust my pose. I'm all hunched over now. This is also not good for my back. You're getting old, Payne. I don't remember what this was called, but there was a original villain from the 2003 series, Cockroach Terminator. Itsy Bitsy Spider, is that the name? I don't. Spider Bites. This weird Vampirella knockoff from the Next Mutation. The Dragon Lord from the Next Mutation doesn't look nothing like that. Doesn't even have a dragon face. What happened there? Don't remember his name. He was from 2012. And one of the Dragonlord Soldier from the next mutation, and Scumbag from the vintage line. Worm, and Hot Hat, I think. Savanti Romero, amazing from the 2003 line actually. I think the design of this guy is just awesome, they should bring him back. I don't know what this one was, also from the 2003 line, don't remember his name. I always call him Majin Buu because he's like all rubbery and he has like a long kind of antenna coming out of his head. Anthrax, Snake, and Cobra, Colonel Cobra Gunners. Don't remember the name at all. A ball, same, okay, just Dirtbag, and one of the pizza monsters. This is Kirby Bat and the Angry Beavers. Scratch. This is obviously one of the holy grails if you know a little bit about Scratch, about the vintage TMNT line. This is one of the harder to find. Probably the hardest to find figure in my entire line. I don't have Shogun Short or whatever. This is the Neutralizer. Who had Danny Trejo voicing him, which was amazing. This is a transforming Toka mutating. Don't have mutating Raza, that's why he's hanging out alone. Sad. This is one of the 2008 Rise of the TMNT. They're all from that, and I don't remember his name. He's voiced by John Cena, that's how much I remember about that one. And there's like Nobunaga from the third movie, I think. Yeah, sounds about right. Also, we're back at this spot because I forgot something. There's like the turtle blimp, which is still standing around over here. I'm gonna make some installations soon. This is probably the main reason why I push this video back all the time, because I'm still working on other stuff where I want to put the blimp next to the figures I just shown you. But yeah, as of right now I don't have that, so here's the blimp. I have it, it's cool. Also there's like some foot soldiers. Still in the box, don't know, I might keep them because they're packaged like that. Party hard. But wait, Payne, what about all the vintage stuff I hear you say? Where is that? Well, here. This is like the turtle base, the 2012 sewer lair, and a bunch of other stuff, vehicles and whatnot, which we'll have a look at right now. Starting off over here, 8 stock. I kind of had the idea, basically, also going back to it a little bit. I just wanted to have like a hangout for the vintage turtles and the new turtles at the time, which were the 2012 turtles. Just kind of have everybody hang out and have a big party. So that's the entire getup, that's the entire idea. So 8 stock hanging out with Mikey dressed up as a turtlefly. Shoutouts to Bucky O'Hare. This figure is not a turtle. This was some character from Bucky O'Hare, which I got from my aunt, who was like, oh, I have a turtle. And I'm like, that's not from Turtles. It says Bucky O'Hare on the box. I can read, idiot. Then we got some Leatherheads, 2003, 2012, and a vintage one. Muckman, vintage, and the one from 2012. It was kind of hard to find for a while, but I did get them, luckily. We got a bunch of Fugitoids, vintage, 2012, 2003, and this one was like a special release. Whatever. Was that from a Comic-Con? I don't even know anymore. Just, he's not really articulated. Just standing right over here. And then you got one of the Punk Frogs. Mine doesn't have any dots. I usually see guys who have like very, very dark dots, but mine doesn't have that. And there's this little buddy. And here's the theme, which you'll see all over this base. You got the old version and the new version of Raphael. Well, new. 2012 version. The new version would it's not technically. The new version is the Rise of the TMNT. But I don't acknowledge that show, so suck it. You got Michelangelo, Leonardo and Leonardo hanging up on this platform. Another one of the Punk Frogs, I think that wasn't Attila. And here's actually Casey Jones hanging out. I pushed something on my camera, I hope it didn't break anything. This is another Casey Jones, the 2012 one. Same thing, and we got the Splinters. There's a King Lionheart or whatever, and 2012 version of Armagon, which actually I only know from the fighting game. Ray Fillet hanging out with his aquatic water brother. Macwrecker, Raphael from the 2003 line. This is the monkey Sergeant Gorilla, Sergeant Bananas, I think something like that. Got a whole bunch of Usagi Yojimbo. One on the horse from like the samurai version. Then like the vintage one, and for whatever reason they did a space Usagi. Then you got the double Donatellos and the baby Donatello. Also, where's it? Oh yeah, there's like a baby Mike. I forgot about those, and baby Ralph. They're hanging always out with their the other versions with the baby one. You know, there's always like a baby hiding out. Where's the baby Leonardo? Oh, there he is, down there. Anyway, more Usagis, 2003 line, and this one was like a release that had nothing to do with TMNT. I don't remember where I got that from. I just looked at it on eBay, I think. And then you got Usagi from the 2003 line, regular, and again in the armor. And then you got Aprils. Let me actually hunch down for this one. You got classic April and the new April. Well, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna explain that again. All right. When I say new, for this display, I mean 2012. Okay. Then you got the stealth bike, which has like a Raphael in there. The classic, this bike, everybody who had TMNT back in the day had this bike because it was cheap and it looked cool, and you could put 2 turtles on it. It has like tons of style on it, and just like I love it. Stickers on mine are still pretty clean. I'm happy about that. So then we got the Technodrome also over here with the small version of Krang in the Android body, general track, I think. You got a, what was it, like chrome, just a chrome foot soldier, really weird colorization, but still stylish. You got a Leonardo. I say you got too much, because you got that. Dance, Krang, dance. You can actually make him dance. Shredder! Anyway, I'm not gonna make voices. I'm not really good at voices. By the way, Shredder, there's like the wacky action Shredder. Hang out over here, and then there's like a place to sleep where there's nobody sleeping. You got this giant mean bee, forgot his name, but that's cool. It's like a vehicle and a figure, 2 in 1. I think mine's complete. I bought this one online. No, I think there was something missing, but anyway, this doesn't really matter. I just wanted to figure. It's like a giant turtle of like submarine. And I need to stop saying here's like this like blah blah blah. Metal hats. 2012, vintage, and 2003. Panda Can, one of my favorites. Honestly, like way underrepresented. He has a gun for whatever reason. He's like a Chinese panda with like samurai outfit, has a gun and an axe, and I think he also has a sword. Mondo Gecko, the Jersey Devil, also in the back. There's like this is not Mondo Gecko. What the hell am I talking about? This is one of the Pong Frogs, Napoleon Bonaparte, Dynamite. There are the Mondo Geckos, vintage one and the new one. I actually put a lot of dots. I painted this one barely had any dots, and I did a little bit of a repaint. And this is a kangaroo guy with, I don't remember the name of that. By the way, did I say there's a Technodrome? Because there's a Technodrome. But you've seen it, so what's the point? Use your eyes, and I don't have to tell you. This is the old school, new school, the first attempt at making a turtle vehicle from the 2012 line. They made their own design, which I respect. Didn't really go over so much with the fans, that's why they did that later, but that's for later. First, we have another one of the Mutant Military, Leonardo, sitting on the toilet. This is actually a toilet, it's a toilet vehicle, but it's so wonky. It's literally a bunch of garbage put together, and that was kind of like the theme with a lot of old school TMNT vehicles, and it fits. They're living in the sewer, for frick's sakes. Leonardo on this tricycle, trike. That's the stored shell. Mikey and Raph on the skateboard. Also the skateboard was in the back over there. There it is. There's the original. Then we have Bonafrog. That is not Bonafrog. Who is that again? Another one of the Punk Frogs. I forgot the name. I'm kind of sweating, and I think my brain is kind of too much to remember. Macracker in the back. Too much to remember, and really trying to not repeat the same words. Like here's like, this is like, blah 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 blah. It's hard. That's really hard for me. I don't know. More vehicles with 2012 Leonardo, Michelangelo. Now I'm doing too much. My favorite. I love this helicopter. Has like the Tokyo Ninja symbol because, yeah, some of these things were in French around here. I'm not French. I live in Luxembourg. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of toys are imported from France or whatever. So that's why that is. Also holds the Wacky Action Turtles. Those are my Wacky Action Turtles. I've had those since I was like 5 years old or whatever. I don't remember, but they've been with me for a long, long time, so I get a bit of a feels. They look beat up, like if you have a look at this Leonardo shell. Obviously the action features don't work anymore, but I love it. And if you say anything bad about it, I will hunt you down. Also this the Michelangelo. Yeah, a real Mikey got run over by a lawnmower by my dad, so ripped that guy. So I had to get a replacement for that, but all the other ones, original. Also there's Raph. Say hi to the camera, Raph. There you go. Hanging out over there, ready to shoot. And just Leonardo as a cop with this weird kind of contraption. I didn't like that, but hey, I think I got that from a friend. This weird kind of thing. You're hanging him up on a rope, and he goes like wee or whatever. It's not very interesting, and he just falls over. So I don't care. There's the Mutant bike, Mutant 4x4, which has the Army Michelangelo in the back, and there's also like the Army Raphael in there, which you can't really see, unfortunately. I can't reach to open that, so can't be bothered. What do we have in there are some more turtles, some more repainted turtles, but the most important part about this one is that we have the vehicle, the 2012 vehicle in the new, based on the old one in the new version, is what I'm trying to say. It looks pretty cool. Got some turtles in there, which are just repaints. Again, that's why I'm just displaying them on the vehicle, because I think they don't deserve their own spots. But the real kicker is the old school van, obviously. Everybody knows that one. If you know about TMNT, this is the van that just wasn't everything. And mine has the door broken, but it's the one I had as a kid. That's why it's a little bit beat up. Some of the stickers are not really in line anymore, and it also says Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. This time it doesn't say Tokyo Ninja, it says Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, but yeah. Doors busted, you have storage shell Donatello in there. But every door is busted. And I kind of refused to buy a new one, because like, this is mine. Also, did I mention that this tower thing is from the 2012, not 2012, it's from the animated movie. 2007, 2005, I don't remember. This is the transforming shredder. Yes, this is a transforming one. It mimics obviously the drill, but there's a shredder in there. You can transform this and it will be a shredder. And this entire black part of on the ground is this cape. And why is the wheels turned upside down? There you go. Now, better. Mutant Cruiser? Foot Cruiser? I think it's the Foot Cruiser. Child Crusher? Don't know. Anyway, it's stylish, it looks beautiful. And this is not the original. I had mine, but what was the problem with mine? There was a problem with that. I think the chrome was all wearing off, so this is one I bought on eBay. Unfortunately, whoever put it together screwed up with the stickers. Can't really see that, but there should be like a sticker in the middle. Toka and Raza also riding it. And they have a foot soldier on a bike from the 2012 line. Shredder, the original, my original vintage Shredder, which I had as a child, and is a weird ass Shredder mobile. It's, again, glorious. Look at all this stuff. It's 80s, it's colorful, it's amazing, it's crazy, and it also has a little bit distasteful. It has like turtle gray still on there. Wow. Rocksteady, my Rocksteady, again, with this weird contraption of a vehicle, like a snow vehicle. Bebop, didn't have Bebop as a child. I got this one on eBay. With the cruiser, with the trike, the chopper. Same thing, got a lot of stuff on there, like a bird. Eagle! America. Finally, here's the Red King. You've been waiting for this one, right? And of course, I put him on this vehicle. I don't know the names of any vehicle. This is because of Turtles in Time. He rides that in Turtles in Time, so most people put it like that. I've seen it displayed so many times, the Rat King on this weird vehicle because Turtles in Time. And then there's like a mini Technodrome, which, does that house anybody? No, I don't think there's anybody in there. I can't open it with one hand, god damn it! Screw it. Alright. It's that, has like drills in front. A little bit of an action feature, have fun with that. But if you want a drill, this is the drill to get this thing. This is so satisfying for whatever reason. I'm a child again. I got this one as a kid, and it has been another one of those pieces in my collection that I'm so happy to have. It's I think it's pretty much complete. Well, when I started collecting again and I dug this out of the attic, it wasn't complete. But fortunately, I found a site, Mighty Fine Stuff, who was like selling a lot of pieces, a lot of parts, so I could complete it again. This is, what do we have here? A foot soldier from the second movie, I think. And the foot soldiers from the first movie, which look amazing. Everybody liked those, right? This looks like a foot soldier, right? Get the frick out of here, Call of Duty character, crap. So yeah, also there's some boxes here, not really relevant, because nobody cares about boxes. Well, I don't care about boxes. I should have said that correctly, because like a lot of people care about keeping their stuff in a box. I don't. So that really rounds it off, I guess. But yeah, turtles are hanging out over here. And we're gonna have some changes. I'm gonna have something put up here, so I can put the blimp over there. Oh yeah, also I forgot something else. Let me get that real quick. There's like the turtle base, the turtle pizza base. Cleaning stuff. Very interesting. You're getting a very deep look at everything. This is like a tiny base. Well, not tiny, but you can just open this. Let me see if I can do that with one hand. Open that part. Seems to be working. And then I don't have anything to put it right now, so I have to put it up with one hand. And then you have this little display piece, which is pretty cool. Again, gonna work on that. Want to put that to the side over here. Like, I don't know, depending, maybe up here or maybe next to the other base, because I want to put a shelf up there again, just to commemorate all this stuff. And my back hurts, so I'm gonna sit down now. Thank you very much. That does it. That is the collection. I hope you enjoyed it. A little trip down memory lane with me. So don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, if it's such ingrained in my brain, my output is enjoy this review. But monkeys dance, monkeys say something else. If you enjoyed this video, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever the TMNT wants.